What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Screenworks Entertainment. Today we're going over Andor, episode 11, Daughter of Ferrex. This episode was badass, and I gotta say something. Thanks to you, you introduced me to a show. I swear to God,
Swear to me!
one of the best shows I've seen in a long time, if not the past 10 years, not excluding Game of Thrones. It's so good.
Okay, better than House of the Dragon.
Well, I meant House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones in one.
Yeah, you know this shit's better than House of the Dragon.
I don't know if I can say it's better than House of the Dragon because I love House of the Dragon, but it's up there with it. Yes, it's up there with it.
Yeah,
It really is.
It's a good show. It's exceeded my expectations.
100%. Yes, and how by some crazy method each episode gets better.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
insane.
Yeah, I'm loving it. The writers, the Tony Gilroy, man, everybody is just knocking it out of the park on it. It's well written. It's just as well acted. Yeah, I have no complaints. It is probably the best thing that has been put on Disney Plus, in my opinion.
Since The Mandalorian, or
I like this better than Mandalorian, dude.
really? Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah, because I've been saying it for a few weeks that it's on par. Well, last week set me over the edge. That it's just seated Mandalorian because it's standing on its own 2 feet. It's not
It is,
relying on the Star Wars folklore.
Yeah.
It's doing its own thing, and that's what I've been wanting for a long time. And I know a lot of older Star Wars fans have been wanting that too. And it's just we finally got what we've been begging for.
Yeah, it is. But there is one thing about Mandalorian I kind of like better. It's
What's
a very
that?
small thing. The ending music of Mandalorian is so badass.
Oh, that Western.
Dude, so badass.
Oh no, that's the intro. That's the real Western. I can't even remember what the ending credits music is. I'll have
It
to go
shows
back
like
and watch it.
little pictures of like the episodes, and it has that little
Yeah,
music playing. It is
yeah.
like, I love that fucking music. I really do. Music's so badass. So FYI, there will be spoilers. FYI. So let's open this up. This episode.
I don't give a shit about going in chronological order on this. Holy shit. Was that scene with Luthen badass in his ship?
Man, it was. Dude, that scene right there. So I'm sitting there watching. So the wife just came home. That scene comes on. She's trying to talk to me. I'm just like, I don't know.
Just shut the hell up.
Shut up. I'm trying to watch this. Shut
Woman,
up.
be quiet.
It was like, I'm like, what is going on here? Is he done? Is he gone? What's going on?
Yeah, because man, it was so intense.
It was. Man,
it
was intense.
Loved it. Yeah, it was just I couldn't imagine that any better, better executed than what they did.
Exactly.
And the lasers coming out of the side and the spin was never crossed my damn mind, and that was awesome.
Yeah, that whole thing with him fighting the TIE fighters and the lasers. I was like, he just destroyed all of them on his own. I thought he was going to try to take out the whole damn ship, the big ass ship. I was like, is he just gonna?
Yeah, I loved his anti tractor beam device because it was just throwing shards and using the tractor beam against itself.
Yeah, I know that was
that
badass.
Was just badass.
It was.
Loved it.
Even the guys in the Empire are like, what just happened? They had no idea.
Yeah. It's
did you think he was gonna bite the dust whenever
they
first came?
Yeah, I'm thinking, he's done for. They're boarding him, and he better come up with something very clever to get out of it. But yeah, I thought he was done for.
I wasn't for sure. I was like, is there any way to escape that track beam? I didn't think there was.
I liked what they did.
Yeah, but what they did, yes, was very clever. It was so well made. Oh man, it was just
But yeah,
whenever.
that's Luthen is just stealing the show.
Yeah, he is. Last
Because
episode,
last
in this
episode, that
episode.
speech with Lonnie was amazing, and how it beat a prison riot,
Yeah,
I
no.
still don't know, but it was that good. And then that final scene with the Empire pulling him over, essentially,
Yeah. Yep. I don't
so
know.
good,
I love how
so good.
whenever he left, when he took off, they're all just like
They're in
speechless.
awe.
Yeah, they didn't know what to say. Like, oh shit, how do we
They're like,
report
did
this?
that just friggin' happen? What the hell?
Yeah, yeah. But my thought was, oh god, we got to report this. We're fucked. that was my thought.
Yeah,
It really was.
it was so good. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just had to get that out of the way. I love that scene. I was friggin' on the edge of my seat, and yeah, it was just it was amazing.
It was amazing.
Absolutely
It was the best
amazing.
part about the episode. It really was.
I had to get that out just right off the jump.
Yeah.
So now, yeah, go ahead. Let's go through the episode. We
All
start
right.
off with Cass and Melshi hanging off a damn cliff, trying to avoid a patrol.
Yeah, it looks like they've been hanging there for a while because Melshi was having a hard time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Said he
know.
can't. What was that? He couldn't feel his hands.
Yes, I can't feel my hands. He's like, he just, Cassian just keeps saying, you've got to hold on. I can't feel my hands either. Just fucking keep going. Keep going. I know.
Oh,
Man.
speaking of Andor, uh, this was a weird episode in that we barely touched base with Cassian.
Yeah, yeah, barely.
There were 3 scenes, 2 of them very short, and the one with the fisherman, which was the majority of Cassian's screen time in this episode.
Yeah, yeah.
There was just so much going on in this episode, building up to, of course, our finale next week.
Well, those nets that they caught.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Oh, yeah. Next week is the finale. Man, I
Yeah.
totally forgot. Wow. I
Yeah.
can't believe one more episode. Wow.
Yeah,
But
and it's obviously building up to a showdown in Ferrix.
yeah,
There
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody's going to be there because everyone knows Cassian's mom died.
Yeah.
So
And
everybody knows.
yeah. Yeah, so it's going to be very interesting.
But what do you think about those fish nets that captured Melshi and Cassian? It looked disgusting, didn't it?
Well, yeah, because it made them all wet and shit.
I know. I know. Well, I was thinking, my mind went to like Predator, where they're gonna like kill him, but like, well, this isn't Predator. But then I was thinking, I thought that guy said it was poisoned, but then I realized that it's not what he said. He said something else. Because first I
No,
thought
he's
they were,
talking about thinking that they poison their waters
yeah,
to make their fishing shitty.
yeah. That's what I ended up gathering. Like, oh, okay, no, they think that they're the Empire, and they poison the water, and they how the Empire kills everything, and then they're talking about selling them for 1,000 pounds a piece or 1,000 whatever currency they're
Yeah.
using, and but then they realize that no, they hate the Empire, and since they realize that they escaped from the prison, they actually offer to help them, which is pretty awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, that was very unexpected. I was thinking, well, how is he gonna get out of this? They are stuck. There's no way out, and they're like, no, where do you want to go? We'll take you. Whatever you
Well,
want.
that's them showing how hatred towards the Empire is just spreading to the everyday man.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, because I guess they live off the land, because they say the Empire comes in, it kills everything, kill all the crops, they kill all their food, all the things they eat, kill everything. So yeah, of course they're going to help 2 guys who just escaped from prison. Well, even the scene towards the end with him and Melshi was very emotional. It really
Oh
was.
yeah. Let's back up just a little bit. So after the Melshi and Cassian hanging off the cliff, we cut back to Ferrex, and that's where we learn that Marv is dead,
Yeah, yeah.
and B is freaking out.
Which I didn't know droids had feelings like that.
Yeah, this they're adding a new dynamic because yeah, R2 showed a lot, well, somewhat emotion, uh, and so did that one in the last trilogy that you luckily haven't seen. I wasn't as fortunate.
A little
Uh,
bit in the Mandalorian with the that one bot, but nothing like this.
oh, that
The battle droid or whatever they
the
call it, I forget.
the yeah, the bounty hunter droid.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, that yeah, because that was the reprogramming. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. But still, I caught a little bit of emotion in there, but nothing like this. Nothing like this.
yeah,
Which I thought was cool. I mean, I digged it. I liked it.
yeah. So on Ferrex, Marva's passed. They're preparing her. The daughters of Ferrex were preparing her for her funeral. The ISB spy is still watching the house,
Yep.
and
So was
Senta
yeah,
and
both of
Senta
them.
is still watching the house and the ISB
Like,
spy.
well, they're right there together. Like, he's in the place where she's working. She's serving him coffee, and they're both
Well,
spying
yeah,
on the same people. It's kind of
yeah, because
funny.
he frequents the bar that's right over by Marva's house. So she took a job there so she can spy on both of them at the same time.
Yeah, but he has no idea who she is. But he's so
Yeah,
obvious for the
because
Empire.
yeah, because that's
Yeah,
the Empire is they're stupid. They
yeah, exactly.
they
Uh,
they, they just think that nobody's smart enough to be able to play them, and that's that's their downfall
yeah,
through
yeah.
the
But
whole
you're
damn
right.
thing.
You're right because they act like they're just. I mean, he's out there in the open. Like he's the most. He's like the biggest eyesore out there. He really is.
Yeah, and he's sitting, and later on he sits and relays information over his radio right in front of her. Doesn't even try to hide it. So yeah, when we leave Ferrex, that's when we get to Cassian and the fisherman. We've already talked about that. Uh, After that, you got the ISB relaying to Deidre that Marva is dead,
Yeah. So now
and
they know.
the people on Ferrex were thinking we're gonna block this funeral, not grant them the permits, and she's like, "Fuck that, give
Yeah.
it to them.
Exactly.
Let's set a trap."
She's the only smart one there. She really is.
Well, yeah,
She's the only one. She's the only one that thinks outside the box.
somewhat. But I think that's going to be her downfall too. She's going to follow the same trap with the rest of the empire, thinking they're so damn clever.
Well,
They're
her downfall is gonna be Karn. That's her downfall.
his passionate love for her.
He's yeah passionate.
He's just gonna get in the way.
Well, Val shows back up, tries to go see Luthen.
Yeah, yeah. Vel shows up, goes to Luthen's shop, talks to Clea,
She freaks
and
out.
relays that because it ripples throughout the whole episode. Marva's passing.
Yeah, the whole
Uh,
episode. Yeah,
yeah, so she relays to Clea that Marva's passed and wants that to get to Luthen because, of course, Luthen sent her out to go kill Cassian. And then we find through that conversation that Vel is going back to Ferrex to meet back up with Senta.
okay. I thought that's what she said, but I wasn't for sure if that's what she said or not.
Yeah.
I thought she said that she has her hands full, or Senta has her hands full, so she was going to someplace else, or she was going there to help Senta since her hands were full.
No, she was saying that Senta's saying everything's popping off down there, so she's going to go and help her
Oh,
pretty
okay,
much.
okay,
It,
I got you.
it, yeah, and then we finally see Bix too.
Oh boy, she looked rough, didn't she?
I mean, she have PTSD.
M- Man, like just the
Yes,
way she's
she was.
walking, like how they're having to like basically carry her where they're going.
Yeah, yeah, she's
But let me ask
broken.
you, with the picture they show, I don't think she's completely broken because they show the picture of the rebel guy. What was his name?
Krieger.
Yeah, Krieger, and they
Yeah,
think that's Luthen.
yeah,
I
they
think
think
she
that's
tells him that's
Axis.
Luthen. Yeah, I think she tells him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I think, and that's part of the thing with torture. I think she's just going to tell him that so to get the torture to stop. That's the problem.
yeah,
When
but
you torture somebody, they will say anything you want.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Whether I'm not sure if she's has her faculties enough to mislead them at this point, or if she's just trying to get it to stop.
I would think the latter, you know, but I couldn't imagine just how pale she looks. I would think she just wants it to stop. I really
Yeah,
do. But that's
yeah,
a perfect
she's
way out. That's like a perfect way out.
yeah.
She can say, yeah, that's him, but not giving away the real Luthen.
Mhm.
But she doesn't even know what he looks like because you know she's never. I don't think she's ever seen his face.
Oh, Luthen.
Yeah, if Bix has ever seen Luthen's face.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd have to go back and watch some earlier episodes. I know they've talked on that radio multiple times, but yeah, I don't know if she has actually seen him or not. I'd have to go back
Yeah,
and look.
I don't think so. But yeah, but I'd have to go back and check it out just to double check. But I don't think so. But we can cover that on our season review of Andor. Dun dun dun. So after that, we get a big. We see someone we haven't seen since what the second episode? Oh, no, the third episode. Freaking Sergeant Mosk.
Oh no, 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 no! You're jumping ahead again. Hold on, because after Bix, we go to Vel dropping in on Mon. Yeah, and then that's when we find out that Lita, Mon's daughter, is kind of following in the Chandrilian customs that Mon doesn't want anything to do with, which
Yeah.
has to do with it deals with the binding these arranged marriages.
Yep, and she is torn up about it too.
And yeah, and Vel and Mon are both against it, but this is actually Lita's choice. And then Mon spills the beans about all the money and where she's at.
Which I thought she was going to
And
give her the money. I thought maybe she had enough money from that heist.
well, yeah, because she asked how much,
Yeah,
and Mon told her, but then she said that she did have a solution.
which it maybe yeah, it may be what she was going to do.
Well, no, that Mon has a solution because she's
Oh
been
yeah,
presented
yeah,
with the solution, and that's just whoring her daughter to the Chandrilian mob,
yeah, yeah,
marrying her off to that mobster's son.
yep.
And
But yeah,
then that's when you get to your buddy.
yeah, I know. I was like,
Your
oh
buddy
shit, look who it
Mosk.
is, man! I can't believe he's back. Finally, he's going through some tough times too. They got him. They got him working pretty hard.
Yeah, and it's the same thing, the ripple of Marva's passing. So everybody relaying it, and
Yep,
Mosk reach out to Cyril to let him know, hey, his mother's died. He's probably going to show up to the funeral.
yep. So now we get another piece of the puzzle. They're all coming together.
Everybody's just going to diverge on Ferrix for this last episode, and God, I can't wait to see what happens. But
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is. I mean, the writing and how they're getting everyone back together is so good. You
yeah,
know, but you know what I found really surprising? Cassian still has his money and all that stuff he left in that damn hotel room. He still
yeah.
has everything. I mean, come on now. You tell me
How
no one's
is
gonna look up there?
how is that stupid whore not gonna look in her on top of her shower?
I know. I'm like, come
Because
on.
yeah, we cut back to Cassian. He goes back to that. I can't even remember the name of that planet now, but the Miami kind of planet.
Yeah.
and how he sneaks into that chick's room without waking them up.
What was
But
that?
yeah,
Is that like a squid thing? I didn't know what that
that
was.
was she's a whore, man. That's her next client, or her
That's,
current client at that
that's
time.
so that's the same chick that he was with.
Yeah,
I didn't even see her. All I can see is some squid looking thing.
yeah. There's a squid looking thing, and it looked like I thought I could see her laying on her side
I was just looking at the
next to it.
squid thing, thinking, what the hell is that? So I
Yeah,
missed everything
and
else.
well, I had to speed watch this one. Yeah, or I'll go back and pause it and look and try to look. But yeah, I could have swore I saw her laying there with it,
Yeah, I figured that's who it
and that
was,
just
but
made me think. Yeah, she's a hooer, and that's her client.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, Cassian sneaks back in, goes to the bathroom. Boom, his box of money's still there.
I
Lucky
know, I couldn't
him.
believe it.
'Cause
Badass.
he's been gone months, if not a year.
Yeah, it's been gone a long
Well,
time.
no, it hasn't been a year because, I remember they say the first season is 1 year's duration,
Oh, okay.
because this is 5 years before Rogue One. So we got year 1, this one, and then they're gonna split quarters for season 2, so that'll go through 4 years.
Oh,
So,
okay. I was really hoping you were going to say they expanded it to 5 seasons a year per per season. So I was like,
yeah,
oh, nice.
each season is a year. Yeah, I would love it.
It would be
But then that
badass.
man, that still just makes me super leery of all these time jumps next season.
Yeah, yeah. If this is only 1 year, the next season we get 4 year jumps. Yeah,
But who knows? So Cassian gets his money back. Then we go to Luthen
Luthen,
dropping in on Saw,
Salguera.
and
Yep.
holy crap, that was a fun scene too.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
Because Luthen shows up and Saw is finally come around and wants to join this attack on the power station with Krieger and Luth. And after what Luthen knows from the last episode, he can't let Saw do it because that's just sending more men to slaughter. And he has to end up pretty much telling him why he can't.
Yeah, yeah. But he gets pissed.
Yeah, thinking that Luthen has spies everywhere, even in his camp.
I know. But whenever he blames that guard, I was like, oh, that's hilarious because he
Oh,
was.
isn't it two tubes?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought he was going to shoot him. I thought, oh, he's dead. But that's how he got
Yeah,
close enough to get his gun, though. Yeah,
yeah,
that was a good
that's
little scene there with those two.
yeah, and then right after that, Luthen leaves and gets caught by an Imperial patrol,
Well, I
and
like
that's
well right before he leaves, I like the reasoning that they came up with. Because they were
what's that?
saying, well, because they said, well, we can do this, for the greater good. Then they say, no, we'll do this, for war. Basically, is what they say at the end. I was like, oh, yeah, I like that because they're going to war with the Empire.
Yeah, yeah,
Cool.
and then the first battle happens, I guess.
Yeah, the first battle that it's basically like, yeah, just sending some people off to be slaughtered, but that's the start
Well,
of the
no,
war.
no, I'm saying the first battle, which is Luthen getting
Oh,
stopped by the Empire's hypo.
yeah, yep. Yeah, the scene we talked about at the opening. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and
Which
then
is just
of
such a
course
badass scene.
he yeah, it's amazing, skillful, love it. Uh, but yeah, he gets stopped. They tractor beam him so he can't get away, and he does. It's this ship of his that everybody just thinks is like a cargo carrier ship. He's got decked out with some badass weapons.
He does. I know he does.
And it shocks the hell out of the Empire. All the guys on this patrol ship, it ruins their day.
I know, just the
And
look on their faces when he
yeah,
takes off was just priceless.
they're just bewildered.
Yeah,
It's
that was amazing.
yeah, it's lovely. Uh, and then we close with Cassian reaching out to Ferrex to try to relay a message to Marva, and then he finds out. That's when he's told that she's passed,
Yep,
and
and
he's just
he takes it
in
hard too.
dismay.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's just in dismay, and ultimately, him and Melshi split.
because they got to tell someone what's going on there because nobody
Yeah,
knows. And yeah, that whole scene was, yeah, it was pretty emotional.
yeah. It's just, man, this series is great, but yeah, this episode was amazing.
Yeah, just it was the way they way they wrote this episode was just man, it was I couldn't believe it. I was flabbergasted how good this episode was.
Yeah,
It really
and
was.
it's, but the thing is, they haven't had an issue with writing this whole season. It just every episode they just take it up a notch.
They have been,
It's
yeah.
great. I love it. I love it. It's, man, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. It's my favorite show that's airing right now.
Douche chill.
It's it beats out The Boys,
Wow.
which they're totally different kinds of shows, but yeah, I'm digging this one, dude.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's so good. And I love how they just kind of end it almost like episode of Game of Thrones. You know how they just cuts, just ends. Like something major happens, it just cuts. And they do that on a lot of episodes on this show, and I like that because that leaves you wanting so much more. You just can't wait till the next episode. As soon as I get home, I'm just running to the TV, turning it on. You know, I really am. I'm like throwing my
Yeah.
dogs out of the way. Get out of the way! Get out of the way! I gotta watch Andor.
Yeah, I'm turning the shit on within 10 minutes of getting home from work.
Yeah, that show's
Love
so
it,
good.
man. Yeah, and that's the thing is, yeah, I dig The Boys, but I haven't been that glued to it like I am this show.
I was pretty glued to the boys. Ain't gonna lie,
I'm glued to it, but
pretty glued.
I'm not anticipating all day finally getting off work to get home to watch it and turning it on. Yeah, I want to watch it. I get home, I do my thing. I'll cook some dinner, then I'll sit down and watch it. I'm not foregoing everything else to start that right off the bat. Like
Yeah,
this one. Yeah, it's just, I like it. Like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
it's a great show. And next episode is our the season finale. I can't believe it. It sucks, but it is what it is.
And then that's going to make for a pretty shitty Thanksgiving, knowing that it's over
Maybe
for
it'll be an
months,
awesome
months
Thanksgiving
and months.
because in the last episode is gonna be so amazing. Your eyes will melt. Possibly.
No, it's going to suck.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. It's not gonna be.
It's
Good
gonna be because it's gonna be over. We got one episode. I wonder because, man, the runtime has fluctuated so much through these shows. Because this one, I don't know. I didn't look at the runtime of it, but my God, it seemed to go by super quick.
Yeah, I think it was.
It felt like 30-35 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think
It
it
was
was like
short.
over 50 minutes. I'm pretty sure it was like 40 something minutes.
Was it even that long?
I think it was like.
No,
It
no.
was like I don't know. I don't remember. I have to look. I'd have to
Yeah,
check
it
that.
just seems so quick. And I hope they give us a nice bonus sized episode for the finale.
Man, I hope. Yeah, I hope a good 2 hour episode. Man, that'd be badass.
Well, I know that's
yeah,
not
they're not
gonna
gonna do
happen.
that, but like, I know. Wish with one hand and shit
But
in the
yeah,
other.
get at least close to 60 minutes. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah. I can't believe how short some of the Mandalorian episodes are. I mean, there's some of those episodes like 30, 33 minutes long. I was like, man, that's it?
Yeah. And that's what this episode kind of felt like.
Yeah.
If it moved as fast as those.
But when you're so gripped, it just flies by. It really
Yeah,
does.
so good, so good. And I got a buddy that has complained. He said he can't get into Andor because he knows what happens to him
Yeah.
because of Rogue One, and I still don't understand that.
It does kind of upset me that I know what happens to him because I don't want to see him go out like that or his
Yeah,
story end. But it doesn't stop me from wanting to watch it, at all.
I don't know. As a kid growing up, I'd always wondered what made the empire, how the empire, why people thought they were so bad, and this is showing us.
Yeah, this is showing us. Yeah, I know.
And then I also want to know how the rebels started, and this is showing it. I don't know. It's just stuff that I've pondered about as a child. Well, since my childhood, and yeah, it's just I like it.
Well, guys, we
Go
appreciate
ahead.
you watching. That is our thoughts on episode 11 of Andor. Freaking amazing. The best episode by far, which is really saying something because every episode is like we say,
Because yeah,
oh, that's the
last
best
week was the
episode.
best episode,
Yeah,
and then now
exactly.
this week's the best episode.
That's
Next week better damn well be the best
if
episode.
they dropped a ball the last episode,
I'm gonna be so pissed, man. Oh, you will hear me spew some fucking hate.
They do
Oh.
a season finale. It's just breakfast with the Carns. Hell, I'd be okay with that. Let's do some breakfast with the Carns all season finale.
Speaking of, yeah, because we got to see old Mama Carn.
I know.
And
She
we
was
didn't
so
even talk about
invested
that
too.
Yeah,
She was so invested in that.
Yeah, because Moss called in the middle of the damn night, and Mama Corn had to go wake up Cyril. That was pretty funny. She looked pretty rough.
Yeah, but she was like so invested in that whole call. Like, oh my god, my son is my. I can't wait to tell Uncle Harlow. He just can't wait. We better see him the last episode.
I wonder if we'll ever see him.
We better see him. Damn it! I want to know who this guy is because they talk about him a lot. Damn it!
Hold on. Do you want them to backtrack to go see Uncle Harlow, or do you want to see Cyril stalking Deidre some more?
Cyril stalking Deidre some more because that shit's funny, man. Because he's like takes the creep factor 10 times up. You know, he really does. There's something about him. He's so creepy. It's so funny.
I wonder what's gonna happen when they lock eyes on Ferrix.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think a lot of stuff's gonna go down. Does Karn die? I don't know. There's a good chance.
Why you say that?
Well, we don't see him in Rogue One, so either they make it to the next season.
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna die, but I am curious to see where his storyline's gonna end in Andor.
Yeah.
Does he go through all next season, those 4 years, or if he's, or yeah, he could just die in this finale. Who knows? I don't know.
We'll find out next week, son.
God, I want it now, though.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Michael, please. There he is. Please.
But up. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. This is a double-edged sword, man, because yeah, I want the finale so bad, but then I don't want it to be over.
Agreed. All right, guys. Well, we're going to end it for real this time. We appreciate you watching. Appreciate you checking out our spoiler review of Andor episode 11. Peace out. See you next week.